The Xbox Series 10 is not a 4K Blu-ray player. It's a bleeding-edge games console that happens to have a handy 4K Blu-ray player built into it. I mention this right away as it's a simple fact that should throw perspective on everything that follows in this article. At the same time, though, the Xbox Series 10's 4K Blu-ray drive, along with the one we're getting in the PS5, is potentially very important indeed to AV fans. After all, even if many serious home theater lovers may well already have a standalone 4K Blu-ray player, the bottom line is that the Xbox Series 10 will see 4K Blu-ray players landing in tens of millions of living rooms that didn't have one before. And wherever there's a 4K Blu-ray player, there's a chance that the owner of that player will start buying and enjoying the unparalleled quality of 4K Blu-ray discs, thus reinvigorating the latest and easily the greatest movie disc technology and guaranteeing its future for years to come. So while it might be easy for gamers on the one hand and hardcore home cinephiles already equipped with high-end dedicated 4K Blu-ray players on the other to both dismiss the Xbox Series 10's 4K Blu-ray driver, there's a big gray area of other regular people in between, not to mention bean counters at movie studios, for whom the Xbox Series 10's 4K player could be a big deal. A gateway to a new level of AV experience they haven't seen before that coincides perfectly with the swanky new 4K TVs many millions of us have been buying in recent months, both to unlock the gaming abilities of the new consoles, and improve the quality of our home entertainment while coronavirus prevents us seeking our thrills elsewhere. With this in mind, while it wouldn't be reasonable to expect the Xbox Series 10 to be some kind of 4K Blu-ray wunderkind, it would be nice for those of us who love physical media, anyway, if it could win over newcomers to the 4K Blu-ray scene by being easy to use and an at least solid performer. Memories of the early days of the 4K Blu-ray drives in the Xbox One S and X consoles don't bode well. At launch they suffered pretty severe, though ultimately reasonably well resolved, elevated black level and Dolby Atmos sound problems. Hopefully lessons have been learned from the inauspicious 4K Blu-ray debut, and we're in much smoother territory right from the off with the Series 10. Before getting into how it performs, there are a few features and setup considerations to cover. Starting off with the fact that despite the console already supporting the premium Dolby Vision high dynamic range picture format for streamed video, the DV support doesn't extend to 4K Blu-ray playback. Lacking Dolby Vision, which adds extra scene-by-scene image information to help screens do HDR better, is a shame with any 4K Blu-ray player these days, but it feels particularly frustrating on a device that's committed to Dolby Vision in other areas. Don't forget that Dolby Vision game support is coming in 2021.